Oh hi. Leicester, the city and unitary unit with the status of city. Leicester in Great Britain, the administrative centre of the county of Leicestershire. East Midland is located in the region. The Loo. Erased, the main town of the English county of the same name on the Soar River, the right inflow of Trent. Museum, exchange, theatre of beautiful architecture, wreck of the ancient castle. Traces of the Roman pavement and ancient walls. Leicester, the main centre of factories of woolen and knitted products, the set of other factories and plants also here is located. A set of channels at the same time facilitate the message with domestic markets. The number of inhabitants is made by 142,051 persons. Leicester, the ancient city known at Romans under the name of Rate. At Heptarchy he was a part of the kingdom Mercia. In 874 it is taken by Danes who made it one of the 5 main towns. He was led round by a fortification and strengthened by the lock destroyed in Henry II's reign. Leicester suffered during wars of both Roses and during internal war at Charles I when it was taken at first by Royalists much, then Republicans. In vicinities, the ancient abbey founded in 1143. Leicester has sea climate with soft and warm summer and in the cool winter. The rains extending during the whole year and low level of sunlight. The next official meteorological station was in Newtown, Linford, approximately in 5 miles. 8.0 km. To the northwest from the centre of Leicester and near border of the urban area. Nevertheless in 2003 observations on it stopped, and now the nearest meteorological station is in Market Bosworth, approximately in 10 miles. 16 km. To the west from the downtown. The most high temperature minus 35.1 C. 95.2 F. Was reached at the Leicester University in August 2003, however once temperature overcame this threshold, but it was before people began to set records in Leicester. It is 36.7 C. 98.1 F. On July 15, 1868. Unitary unit Leicester occupies the space of 73 km. Also borders on all parts of the world on not metropolitan county of Leicestershire. The name Leicester comes from Old English. It is for the first time written down in a Latinized Urbani form at the beginning of the 9th century as Legarensis Civitatis, and in the most Old English language, in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle 924 years as Legericister. In the Domesday Book of 1086 it is written down as Leicester. The first element of a name is a name of the people, Liger, whose name appears in Legericister in a genitive case of plural. Their name in turn occurred from the Liger River, nowadays River Soar. Which origin of the name is unknown, but it is considered that it comes from Breton. Probably related with the name of Loire. In the territory of Unitary Unit Leicester, according to 2001, lived 279,921 persons, at average population density of 3818 people on 1 km.
Leicester, along with London, Birmingham, Luton and Slough, one of the most immigrant cities of England, its various ethnic structure was created in 1950 and 1960 owing to great demand of the local industry for cheap foreign labour, and the subsequent immigration of the 1970 years and nowadays.
30% of the population have South Asian roots. It is a lot of natives of Africa, Ireland, Poland, China, Jamaica. St. Martin's Cathedral in Leicester, usually known as the Leicester Cathedral, is the cathedral of Anglican Church and is the residence of the Bishop Leicester. The church was built in Down Church in 1922 and became the cathedral in 1927 after creation of the new Diocese of Leicester in 1926. Parish Church of Anglican Church of St. Nicolai, the oldest place of worship in the city. Some parts of church are dated approximately 880 of our era, and the recent architectural research assumed that in the place even the Roman construction works are possible. By 1825 the church was in extremely deplorable state, and plans for her demolition were made. Instead it was carefully repaired between 1875 and 1884, including building of new northern pass. Reconstruction continued also in the 20th century. An octagonal font of the 15th century, from similar church of St. Michael Veliki in Stamford. This element was transferred to St. Nicolai's Church. In the 19th century Leicester was the centre of nonconformist sects, and in many religious buildings were built, including Baptist, Congregationary, Methodist and Catholic congregations. The city is the house for places of worship or meetings for all mentioned religious groups and their many corresponding subfaiths. In case of Judaism, for example, only 0.1% announced it the belief, but in the city there are 3 operating synagogues. 1 liberal, 1 orthodox and 1 messianic. Policy. Leicester is operated by the Council of Unitary Unit consisting of 54 deputies elected in 22 districts. As a result of the last elections on May 5, 2011, 52 places in council are taken by Labourists. Conservative Party and Liberal Democrats are represented on 1 dick in council. Leicester has the second largest economy in East Midland, after Nottingham. In Leicester there is a headquarters of the large company Bees Group which is engaged in construction materials. Stocks of the company are included into base of calculation of the SS 250 index. The companies having the main offices are considerable objects in Leicester and its vicinities include Brentano Footwear, Dunal Mill, Next, Shoe Zone, Everard's Brewing and Associated Business, Kemem, Mazars, Cambridge and Counties Bank, Hobby BB and Santander Banking, Hastings Insurance, British Gas, British Telecom, Caterpillar, Inc., Top Styles, Bill. In the city there are 2 universities. Leicester University entering in top -15 of the universities of Great Britain since 2009. According to the ratings of Times Good University Guide and Guardian University Guide. And also the De Montfort University. In Leicester, the main office of the British Psychological Society is located. In Leicester, the professional Leicester City Football Club, which in a season 2015/16 became the champion of England, is based. Besides, Leicester City is an owner of a Cup of England 2020/21, the three-time owner of the Cup of Football League 1964, 1997, 2000, and the owner Super Cup of England 1971, 2021. From 1891 to 2002, Leicester acted at Filbert Street Stadium with a capacity of audience. Since 2003, the club accepts rivals at King Power Stadium. Capacity -32262 viewers. The Leicester Tigers team is the rugby team which is the most titled during professional league in England. 9 times athletes became champions of the country, and 5 titles were got within 7 years. Tigers, one of 4 teams, along with Gloucester, Bath and London Eusps, never leaving the highest division. Moreover, the club never fell below the 6th line in the table following the results of a season. In Leicester, the known snookerists were born. For example, Willie Thorne, Tom Ford, Ben Williston, and also one of the most successful players of new generation, Mark Selby, the world champion 2014, 2016, 2017 and 2021. Twin Cities: France Strasbourg, Germany Krefeld, Nicaragua Masaya, China Chongqing, India Racket, Bulgaria of Koskovo. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.